Psychology Today presents 13 signs that someone secretly doesn't like you. In our everyday interactions with other people, we often strive to be liked and accepted. However, sometimes there are people around us who secretly dislike us. It can be an uncomfortable experience to recognize these hidden negative feelings, as most people tend to be polite and friendly even when they don't like us. However, there are subtle signs we can look for to detect possible signs that someone is secretly harboring negative feelings toward us. Often, these signs manifest themselves through nonverbal signals and behaviors that may indicate some level of rejection or resentment. It is important to note that these signs are not always clear-cut and they could have other reasons. Nevertheless, it is helpful to be aware of how such signs can manifest themselves in order to better respond to them and possibly improve the relationship or distance oneself from negative influences. One of the first possible signs that someone secretly dislikes someone is a noticeable distancing in communication. If a person seems rather reserved or distant in conversations or interactions with you, this could be an indication that she doesn't really like you. They might give short answers, avoid eye contact, or avoid conversations altogether. Although this doesn't always have to be the case, persistent and repeated distancing can be a sign that something is wrong. Another indication could be a certain indifference. If someone seems disinterested or indifferent to your successes, ideas, or opinions, this may indicate that they secretly don't like you. The person may ignore or dismiss your contributions without really listening or showing interest. This behavior can make you feel that you are not valued or respected. Another sign might be that the person gives you criticism more often. While constructive criticism is a normal element of interpersonal exchange, excessive and disproportionate criticism could indicate a secret dislike. If someone is constantly finding faults or flaws with you and publicly belittling you, this could be an indicator that he or she doesn't really have positive feelings for you. In addition to these signs, other behaviors could also indicate that someone secretly dislikes you. These could include rumors or slurs spread about you, or being ostracized and ignored in group situations. It is important to note that these signs should not be considered in isolation, but in the context of the entire relationship and the personality of the person in question. However, it is also important to emphasize that these signs alone are not enough to draw definitive conclusions. It is possible that there are other reasons for a person's behavior, such as personal problems or stress. Therefore, it is important to keep an open mind and not make hasty judgments. However, if you suspect that someone secretly doesn't like you, it's wise not to ignore it. It's important to listen to your gut and reflect on the situation. If you find that the person's behavior is negatively affecting you and stressing you out, it may be advisable to have an honest and open conversation. This can help clear up misunderstandings or address issues that may have led to this negative attitude. In some cases, however, it may be better to distance ourselves from people who secretly dislike or negatively affect us. It is important to protect our own emotional health and well-being. By disengaging from negative relationships or environments, we create space for positive and supportive relationships. Overall, it is normal that not everyone likes us or harmonizes with us. People have different personalities, opinions, and preferences. When we realize that it is normal that not everyone likes us, we can better deal with it and focus on the people who truly appreciate and support us. Number 1. Distant behavior. If someone secretly doesn't like you, this may manifest itself in distant behavior. The person might stay away from you and maintain a certain distance physically or emotionally. For example, they might move away from you in group situations or be more passive during conversations. Number 2. Lack of attention. Another indication that someone secretly dislikes you is a lack of attention. The person shows little interest in what you say or do. She does not take your concerns seriously and seems disinterested in your experiences or opinions. Number 3. Avoidance of conversation. People who secretly dislike you may deliberately avoid conversations with you. They look for excuses to avoid conversations or cut them short. They often show no real interest in having a deeper exchange with you. Number 4. Lack of eye contact. Eye contact can say a lot about interpersonal connection. If someone secretly doesn't like you, he or she will likely avoid direct eye contact. The person rarely or never looks at you and deliberately directs his or her gaze elsewhere. Number 5. Indifference. A noticeable indifference to your successes, ideas, or opinions may indicate that someone secretly dislikes you. The person shows no enthusiasm or joy when you share good news, and seems disinterested or emotionless in response. Number 6. Excessive criticism. People who secretly dislike you often find fault with you or your actions over and over again. They express a disproportionate amount of criticism and constantly find reasons to belittle or find fault with you. This constant criticism can make you feel insecure and like you are not valued. Number 7. Rumors and gossip. A clear sign that someone secretly doesn't like you is spreading rumors or gossiping about you. This person may talk negatively about you behind your back and try to turn others against you. Rumors can damage your reputation and make you feel isolated. Number 8. Ignoring in group situations. People who secretly dislike you might deliberately ignore you or ostracize you in group situations. They may not participate in conversations you are in, or they may turn their attention to other people to neglect you. Number 9. Passive aggressiveness. Another sign of a secret dislike is passive-aggressive behavior. The person might make indirect hints, subtly sabotage you, or take a passive-aggressive stance toward you. This can make you feel confused or uncomfortable because the negative feelings are not being expressed openly. Number 10. Lack of support. If someone secretly dislikes you, he or she will often show no willingness to help or support you even when you need support. The person might ignore your concerns, not give you advice, or not stand by you when you need their help. Number 11. Ignoring messages. People who secretly dislike you might deliberately not respond to your messages or delay responding. They show a disinterest in maintaining communication and seem uninterested in staying in touch with you. Number 12. Consistently declining invitations. If you invite someone on a regular basis, whether to events or meetings, and he or she declines each time, this could be a sign that this person secretly dislikes you. Constant rejection for no good reason indicates that he or she does not want to be in your company. Number 13. Open hostility. In some cases, a person's secret dislike may also manifest itself in open hostility. This can manifest itself through insults, aggressive gestures, verbal attacks, or even bullying. This hostile attitude can weigh heavily on you and make it clear that the person has a deep dislike for you. In relationships between people, it is quite normal that not everyone likes us or interacts with us on a positive level. There are numerous reasons why someone might secretly dislike a person. It is important to pay attention to the signs that might indicate that someone secretly dislikes us, but at the same time, we should also be careful not to jump to conclusions. It is essential to emphasize that we should not get too hung up on other people's opinions. Our self-perception and self-acceptance play a much more important role than the opinion of individuals. It is crucial to love and acknowledge ourselves and protect our own well-being. It is wise to communicate honestly and openly with people in our lives when we feel something is wrong. Sincere conversation can help clear up misunderstandings or address issues that may have led to a negative attitude. In some cases, however, it may be better to distance ourselves from people who secretly dislike us or negatively affect us. By disengaging from such negative relationships or environments, we create space for positive and supportive relationships that strengthen and nurture us. Ultimately, it is our responsibility to seek our own happiness and satisfaction and not be discouraged by negative influence. We should focus on the people who value us, support us, and who positively influence us in our growth. By focusing on our own strengths and distancing ourselves from negative influences, we can live a fulfilling and harmonious life. Let's learn to trust in ourselves, love ourselves, and focus on the people who appreciate and inspire us. Our own inner satisfaction should not depend on the opinion of others. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.